Hello and welcome to this Blitz video, and we're going to be playing 5-minute chess on chess.com. Now, last few games I've just been losing on time, so our aim in this game is simply to keep up with our opponent in terms of time. It's nothing more than that. We know we're going to sacrifice some move quality, but we just don't want to keep losing every single game. Knight bd7. Okay, I don't know if this works, but I'm coming in with my knight. Now there might be some captures on c3. Trade of queens. Let's see. And if the knight is captured, I'm going to capture the bishop. If the queen is taken, I'm taking this queen. And the only issue is that we may get our knight trapped here. The bishop takes queen, knight takes queen. Bishop moves out here. Then knight takes b4, though b2 rather. I think we can get our knight out. So I think this is a way of simplifying, trading some pieces, gaining a little bit of time. I'm actually ahead on the clock here for the first time in a while. Okay, so we have to take the queen. That's a nice simple decision for ourselves. And again, okay, so we did go for this. This is what we decided. There's nothing really else that we can do about this. We're going to have to do this. Now, if we take here, my opponent gets the c file. So I want to take this way, and then at least I have the c4 square to jump my knight to. I might lose the knight. I might lose a pawn as well. But we have an easy decision, nothing to think about really. Let's just think, if I play b6, the bishop goes back here, chases the knight there. Then actually we have knight here, so that might be nice, but then see this square is weak. So let's just get castled, not overthink things. I'm going to put my rook here so that I want to discourage knight e5 if I can. Okay, that's the tempo that we saw. Now our choices are knight here and coming back to b6, which is definitely okay, or knight c4, takes, and then try and play b5. But that gives you a real central preponderance. So we're going to go knight a4 and then hope to put the knight on the b6 square. So let's go for this now. And we can just pre-move the recapture. Actually, we won't do that because we might want to take with the a pawn if bishop takes b6 here is played. Now I'm thinking about f6 to stop this knight coming in at all. Okay, just gives up there. Where's that knight going to? It's going to c5. So okay, I'm going to, yeah, we can't do that. That's the only problem, is that we can't move this knight and we can't get our pieces developed here. So time is equal now. Just wondering about playing this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm just wondering about sacking a pawn here to kind of to just get some development, because it's very hard to develop at the moment, given how my pieces are all kind of clumsily. Yeah, so we'll just give back that pawn. And do we want to play b6 and then try and play for c5? That might be an idea. Let's go for this. Trying to play c5 here to break out with the knight. Just looking for activity. If bishop b4, c5 takes, knight takes, and then it's bishop versus knight. Your pawns are slightly better, but I have decent activity. It doesn't go for that, so we are going to go for this plan. If knight in here, I have rook e6, and if you trade on c8, rook comes to c8. If you push d5, that might be the most ambitious move. I think I then want knight f6. Yeah, I mean that's interesting. Okay, so I think we want to take this now. Bishop here. This is a bit tricky actually. There's some, yeah, okay, so I've messed up there. I'm going to have to play this move now. I didn't see that. And I think that there's problems on the b file with the rook hanging and this thing, so there are going to be some threats. Okay. We're going to take this now, but now we might be able to play knight takes. Okay, so there is a clear threat now, which is to take here and then take the knight. So I've got to do something about that. So let's see if we can take, does this tempo work? Bishop here. If knight takes, I think it might just work. Let's try it. The idea is if knight takes, and if you don't take this, I have a little bit of time to maybe attack this knight. How are we doing time-wise? We're still 20 seconds ahead on the clock, so that's good. It may be that he exchanges twice and brings the rook into c7, which is no fun, but okay. Nothing to think about really. We have to make this move. So I'm going to challenge this rook now. Okay, the rooks are coming off. So what do we want to do with this knight? Okay, so our A pawn. So let's see, knight here, and then we don't normally like these hanging knights, but I think knight b5 is such a good square that we do want to aim for it. A4 might be good now to stop knight b5. Okay, lets me have knight b5. So I think we're just trading off here. Now the question is, in this ending, if I just go rook b8, is that fine? Looks okay. And then just run the A and B pawns down the board and hope that that's enough. We're going to take that tempo. I expect he goes rook b5. Okay, he's giving me a lot of space and leeway here. So I think we're going to play f5 and bring our king in. Now what happens if we check here? We check and bring the king. Let's try this. Check here. It might just be a perpetual check this. Okay. The only question is whether I just bring my rook up here and then bring my king in. Is that okay? I don't know. It's a bit hard to see this one. But in an ideal world, I would bring my king across. Let's bring the rook here and then try and get my king to somewhere like c6. Time I'm still a little ahead. Yeah, okay. I think we want this, and now he could trade here, but I think the trade would not be good for him. At least I think it's dangerous for white to trade here. Okay, so I actually don't really have a choice here. If I come up, check takes. I just don't see how black can really ever be worse here, but I guess king e3. Okay, so let's see here. Normally the outside passer is an advantage, so I do think black should have whatever winning chances there might be, and there probably aren't any. So let's just have a look. If we push here, then this pawn becomes a passer. But if we just simply come here and don't give up the square, can we play this? And you check me on f4, takes. It's hard to see. Let's try this. I'm not certain it works. f4 captures, and I can't take it because then the pawn runs. Or wait, can I? f4 captures, king takes, and then if you take, I take f5. So you can't play f4 here, but I'm not sure if we're threatening anything. I guess just king d3 and just hold the position. But king d3, b4, takes. Yeah. So as soon as I run, you come, and I can't really do anything here. I think you just hold this position here. If I push here, you get a passer. If I take, yeah, not sure about this. I'm gonna have to take this pawn here. I think you should play h takes. Okay. And I think we go here, and maybe okay. So I think it's just a draw probably. I think it's just a draw. Okay, he looks like he's acquiescing to a draw here. I mean, I'm thinking of, c5. If I go here and try and push the pawn forward, he blocks, and I have to be careful. I can never. Yeah, we're just gonna accept the draw, I think. We'll check at the end as to whether there might have been. Okay. So we'll check. I'm pretty sure the position's saying it's level. We'll do a very quick game review. Just check that we didn't miss anything there. But I think Yeah, it looks like there was one moment here where, okay, so interesting. It's saying this was a blunder, this move here. So good move by white to play g4, and this move here is losing. Now let's see what's the winning move. Let's see, what could it be? It's hard to see. Could it be takes? Takes and make a pass. I mean, let's just see. Is it this? Yeah, that seems good. We have to capture, and then it's saying king d4, gaining the center, and I can't approach, so I'm forced back now. Or I make a passer which just gets taken, and these pawns are invulnerable because they can't be approached here. So it's saying white's close to winning here. So mistake by black there. And looks like the move is it just wants to play FG, HG, and then this repetition that we saw in the game. Okay, well, interesting game. At least we managed to stay close to our opponent in terms of timing. So maybe some improvement there. Okay, thanks for watching this Blitz game on chess.com.